Good afternoon, Joy Campbell. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
That's great, thank you. Joy, can you tell us where you live?
I actually live in Malden, South Carolina, a suburb of Greenville.
Okay, thank you. We want to welcome you for being a patient advocate and joining with us today. Welcome, and thank you for being an MS patient advocate. Can you tell us what your role is as an MS patient advocate?
Actually, to make more people aware of MS and help them understand it.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. And so as an advocate, you also do things that you speak as representative for the MS Society at various Senate Medical Affairs committees. Can you tell us what you do there?
I actually spoke one time as one of the Senate Medical Affairs Committee in South Carolina for the medical cannabis bills.
Okay, and what did you do for that?
I actually, with the assistance of Heather Breeden, created a speech to help to get the bill passed, and we put together a speech to present to them. We had a limit of 3 to 5 minutes, and so it was an open day to the public to speak. So being a former law enforcement officer, this is why I was asked to speak and be a representative of the MS Society.
So being a former law enforcement officer and knowing that you were going to be supporting legal cannabis, did you have your pluses and minuses about that? I had actually minuses before I even had used it in the past. It was the pluses after using it about how much it did help, and that is one of the reasons that I did speak, because one of the people, or one of the groups that is completely against it, is law enforcement in South Carolina. So having me speak as a former law enforcement officer in front of them was to try to help them convince to pass it. Okay, thank you. I heard that you volunteered as a speaker with the National MS Society and spoke at a car show as they were doing it, I guess, as a fundraiser. Can you tell us what you spoke about?
I actually spoke about to them to try to educate them on actually what MS is and how it does affect our bodies, and just give them more of a layman's term explanation, so they would actually donate some money to help out and help others with MS.
Thank you. And I'm seeing so many different things that you did as an advocate, so I'm just going to keep on asking you questions about this. You did help with the National MS Society again with the MS walks, and you participated in the walk. Did you actually walk?
I did. I actually planned on walking that day, and when I got there, they were a little short-handed, I guess, at the registration booth, so I jumped in to help with the registration to get everything started, and then ended up helping, actually competing in the walk, or well, not competing, but walking with everybody as well too.
Sure. And that was a challenge or not?
Not as much, as long as the nice thing is it's in April, so thankfully it was not that warm.
Sure, thank you. And you participated with the State Action Day. What is that about?
So the State Action Day, I've done that twice in person before COVID hit. State Action Day is when we go and try to catch members of Congress that are at the Capitol and talk to them about varying issues, bills that they're trying to get passed. And if we can catch them in office, we will actually go in there and tell our stories to them, so they can get a better understanding of why we would like this bill passed. So we may have different bills that come up each year.
Okay, thank you for that. And I see also you did participate in the Public Policy Conference this past year. So what is it that you did?
I actually didn't participate this past year. I actually have signed up for my first time this year.
Gotcha. And what will you be doing there?
Actually, it's a virtual one, so I've been convinced to actually sign up this year.
Okay. And do you know, though, what you will be doing for the conference?
I don't at this point.
Okay, no problem on that. But you did sign up, so that's a great thing. I hear it's an awesome event. We've had staff people go to that in the past, and they all thought it was, an awesome couple of days there as well. So I'm glad that you're doing that. I see you also participated in the recreational therapy programs for patients at the Shepherd Center. That also was online. What'd you do?
Yes, actually, I participated in Shepherd Center Moves, which was an online, I want to say 6-week program of cardio and strengthening.
Also, they did a Shepherd Center birding program, which was with the Georgia Audubon Society, and there's still another week of that. And there's also a Shepherd Center book club where they send out a book on wellness. So, and that was an online book club. There's also other ones coming up. There's a horticulture one coming up about herb gardening, as well as another book club, and I think they're doing a painting one coming up in the next few months too. So it's nice since Shepherd Center has patients in other areas, not just in Georgia, that their patients can participate in things online as well.
True too. And speaking about accessibility to other things that are available for the patients, let's hear about I Conquer MS. And what have you got to say about that?
So I Conquer MS actually sends out surveys, and they would love any participation that anyone can give, because they also take that information and put out little programs or webinars on any information they get about the surveys. Some of the latest ones are on the COVID vaccine and what MS therapies people are on. So if anyone can take the time and take the quick surveys, please do. Also, if anyone has any questions that they want answered or a survey they think is good, they will take those suggestions as well.
Okay, thank you. What can you tell us about the financial assistance grants that you've applied for, which helped you to get your writing lessons, and how this can benefit other people to possibly do, the same by applying?
So there is a grant out there called Challenge Athletes Foundation. And if you need financial assistance, MS patients, or MS is a qualification for it, MS patients can apply, and they have different grants. It can be for equipment for athletic abilities, it can be for a sport, it can be for a lot of different things pertaining to athletes, but the grants range from, I think, $500 to $1,500. The information, the regular grant opens from September, closes November. If you are a disabled veteran or first responder, being fire, law enforcement, anything like that, that one's open year round. You fill in the information, apply for it, they'll let you know, and then they will send the money to a trainer or for the equipment, and that will help you greatly.
Perfect, thank you. And okay, another big topic here, and very much needed by so many. You assisted yourself with short-term disability, yes, getting past the denial. What did you have to do, and what can you suggest for others that might be in the same position?
I did get denied for my short-term disability, so when I got a copy of the letter, I did work for attorneys with legal aid, so I went through the letter myself, and knowing my MS, of course, better than anyone, I went through that letter and, of course, wrote notes on the side of it before I took it to the attorney and said, this is wrong, this is what it should mean, you can go back to these notes. And I got all my information together before I took it to my attorney, so that way it was easier for my attorney to be able to write that letter to the short-term disability company and say, hey, this is not right, what you're saying is not right about her. This is why you need to change your decisions. Anything you can do to help the people helping you works. Also, there's good information on the National MS Society. There was a booklet that talks about things that you need to look for, specific things that you can gather to help with your cases, not just short-term and long-term, but your SSDI as well.
Okay, so from your own free thing here, without me asking you another question, well, it is a question, but what would you want to tell people to be their own advocates?
There are a lot of ways you can be your own advocate, from even resources to get medical assistance, especially if you're in a gap in between your short-term disability, long-term disability, to getting your SSDI. Prescription assistance, even if you get prescriptions and you do have Medicare, there are sometimes programs for financial assistance out there. You just have to be your own advocate and look for them. You have got to do it yourself. There's not many out there that are going to help you with it. Keep searching, ask. Also, the MS navigators on the National MS Society might be able to help you as well. Check with them.
Great. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too.